Hello, lovelies. It's G here from Go to Thread Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance. As always, my sweets, okay? So let's go ahead and jump in and find out what message Spirit has for you today. Replacing what was lost. Okay? Mutual beneficial venture. So for some of you here, you could be coming into a symbiotic relationship with something, an energy, a place, a destination, an experience, a person, okay? Something was taken away, something was lost, something that you lost is re-entering your life, but it is going to look different. It's going to look and it's going to feel different, okay? But it's coming back around, and it's something inner desires. It's something that you are very much so desiring, so that's going to be manifestation energy. Set your intentions, yeah. You are entering a phase of plenty and may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. Ooh, very much so. Very much so, giving me big manifestation vibes where you are manifesting in something. Oh, what's on the back? What's this? Life is better together. Seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. Oh my goodness. So for some of you, like, you could be looking for a job. You could be looking for a place to stay. You could be looking for picking up a side hustle. You could be looking for something. There's something out there, and Spirit is telling you, hey, right? You're about to enter a symbiotic relationship, right? A mutual beneficial relationship with something, or with some kind of energy, some kind of spirits, okay? I don't want to narrow it down to specifically a relationship, but it is talking about here, life is better together, right? You're calling in. For some of you, you could be calling in a member of your soul tribe, or you could be calling in some help from somebody. Somebody could be sending you something. There's something here too about how you see these like like the stripes right here. Okay. There's something, and I know that's like the reflection of the water, right? Or the bending of the water rays, like coming through the water, right? So it's like the reflection of like the surface of the water underneath the water. Number 4, it's giving me stability, right? It's giving me like 4 of Wands, Emperor energy. It's giving me family. For some of you, you could have a family member, or you could, like, Spirit could be telling you could be needy, or you could be needing some kind of connection or needing something. And Spirit is saying, lean on your family, lean on the people that are there for you, lean on your community around you. Like, Spirit is telling me, like, there have been plenty of people that are around you that have leaned on you when they were in their time of need, and now is your time to ask some of that back. Don't be hesitant to ask for a favor back, or ask like, hey, hey, do you know anywhere that's hiring? Or hey, do you know anywhere that needs an apartment for rent? Or do you know anybody that needs that can babysit my kids? Or do you know anybody that can do this? There's something that you need right now, and Spirit is saying you, whoa, back on track. This is heavy energy. Be sure you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you are working on. All could use some fine tuning. Back on track. Anytime this card comes out, it gives me like this like heavy energy, but it doesn't necessarily mean bad, but it's just like this very serious, like, I don't know, there's something about how directly, like, the squid, is it a squid or a cuttlefish, is like looking directly at the viewer. It seems very confrontational. It seems very much like, it seems like you're like floating there in the dark water, and then all of a sudden this thing just kind of emerges from the shadow, and it's like, you need to do this. You're like, you know yeah, focusing, because you're spending too much time, you're spending too much energy when it kind of feels like you're running around, just running yourself ragged with one phone call. You know who could watch your kids, but you're spinning your wheels, you're going crazy, just being like, nope, 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 I won't ask for help from that person. I don't feel or I don't know, I don't want to tell you to let, with that specific, I'm not telling you to leave your kids with somebody you feel uncomfortable with or anything like that, but it's like, there's a resource out there that you're not not utilizing. And spirit, like, I just keep hearing that making a phone call. Like, somebody here could be making a phone call to you, okay? And for some of you, spirit is saying you're stubborn. Somebody has made a phone call, or somebody's made an offer, or somebody said something to you, and you're just like, I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna take it. Like, no, no, no. And spirit is saying, like, lean on your community, lean on the people around you, lean on who's been around you to help you, because you are actually, okay, you are actually wasting a bit of your time going around and around doing all this with one phone call. You know, you could have your problem solved, right? So that could be for some of you. Some of you need to be a little bit more honest with yourself about what you're doing and why you're doing what you're doing. I'm not trying to call you out. Childlike devotion, childlike. I'm just saying, like, spirit is saying, hey. But that's about, like, having curiosity, letting your mind wander, being open to the possibilities of your future, right? Being open-minded about the possibilities of your future. Oh my gosh, come on now. Spirit is saying, surrounded by prosperity. Come on now. Your attention is being drawn to the infinite nature of reality. That which exists outside the known is beyond measure. Yeah, that's giving me more of that windfall energy, or like last minute, you're like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Look, and look what's on the front. Like, I lost this, and I don't know what I'm going to do. And Spirit's saying, hey, you have a wealth of community, of opportunity, of possibilities all around you. Lean on the people who are around you. Let people help you. Let people be there for you. You don't have to suffer alone in silence, or feel like, oh, I can't, I just can't, you know. And I don't know if this is your stubbornness. I don't know, like, what it is. Let your personality shine. I feel like spirit keeps trying to read you or something. I don't know. But there is this kind of like stinging quality, like jellyfish, right? Like, there's parts of them that are soft and that you can touch. But then if you touch below, it's like stinging and shocking and like harsh and aggressive, Well, they're not very aggressive, but it's just like you're spending so much of your time chasing after something. And spirit is saying, like, it's all around you. Like, I don't know. There's something here about the way, look how the sea turtle is looking. It's almost like the sea turtle doesn't see all these yellow fish around it. It's just kind of like, I'm looking over here and I need some fish. And it's like, they're all around you. And you're like, There's possibilities. There's room for growth. It's all around you if you just open your eyes to it. So, let's see what else Spirit has to say. Excuse me. Dancing in the Rainbow. Yeah. What was that other one? It was like number 16. And it broke down to a 7. There's a lot of dolphin energy. There's a lot of like healing, friendly. Spirit is pushing someone or something like up to the surface. They're pushing you. They're pursuing you. Like, you might feel very guided to go do something, and you're kind of being stubborn about it. You're like, nope, I'm just not going to do it. It's like, go to this place. You could do that there. Nope, nope. No, because this one time 2 years ago, I went there and this woman was rude to me. So even though I know that I could get help there, I'm not going back there again. It's something like that, where Spirit's like, what? Like, Spirit's pushing you. I feel like they're also pushing another person. I feel like a lot of you are in divine feminine energy as well. Like, somebody's being pushed towards you. You may have been complacent. You might be stalling or in need of a new surge of energy. Become aware of the dynamics of your life. Come on now. Like, you have been complacent. So something's been taken away here because it was actually causing stagnant energy in your life. Spirit is saying, if you need emotional, moral, support, if you need help, if you need resources, lean on the people around you. Understand that you have a rich prosperity of choices, of options. You have the skills, you have the personality, you have whatever it is that you need to get the job, to get the situation done, to get the job done, or to get, to accomplish whatever goal this is. But you were actually getting very stagnant, or you're actually stagnating yourself, coming from a very particular point of view that you're just like, no, I refuse. I won't see it that way. Yeah. You're keeping yourself actually lost and stagnant and lost in bad health. Okay? Probably, maybe because you feel like there's some kind of falsity here, or a false promise, or a false person, or like I said, you have some beef or some issue with somebody. There's some kind of issue here of like somebody that in the past maybe perhaps you've had an issue with. It's giving me like big stubborn vibes, like no, I just refuse. And it's like, why? Spirit's like, why? You know this person could help you, or you know that you want to go towards this person, or you know that doing this would help you, but you just refuse to do it because you're just like, nope, I refuse, you know. Dancing in the rainbow. Break free from whatever you feel is holding you back. Express happiness. Find out what you truly desire. Come on now. Okay, break free of whatever stubbornness, whatever you feel like is holding you back. Like, come on now, and let your personality shine. Again, like I was saying before, you have prosperity all around you. Um, for some of you, you might feel like, oh, my prosperity is behind me. Oh, I'm over the hill, or I'm out of this prosperity, or I'm out of this. Unexplained wonder. Number 44. First off, 44 is my big protection number. Like you're being protected and divinely guided. Magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All your prayers are answered now. Come on now. Come on now. 44 is my huge angel number. Come on now. Look at that. What is up with them noses though? I don't know. I don't think they're noses. I just think they're like a little whatever, tubular whatever thing that just like juts out there. But anyway, there's something that like there's some kind of unique ability or unique property or unique aspect or unique something about you. And spirit is saying like there is a reason that you're this way. You're labeling it as like a defect, or you're labeling it as like weird or unusual or something, and it's actually what makes you very unique. It's an adaptation. That's what I wanted to say. It's like I'm not struggling with that word, adaptation, right? Because that's why I was like, what's up with these noses? And spirit was like, well, they scientifically evolved because it helped them that way. You know, it helped them to be that way in some type of way, or it did in the past. And I just heard the nose. So for some of you, you might have what do they call it? It's like where you have like clear abilities where you like smell things, like you can just like smell situations, or you can smell energy, or you can like smell when something's not right, or smell when a place is not for you, or when a person's not for you, or something like that. Like, yeah. Shared inspiration. I'm telling you, there is some kind of like-minded individuals. There is some kind of uniqueness because look, like all of this is like you were alone. You're a unique little starfish that's all alone. Sorry there keeps being so many interruptions. I feel like maybe you guys felt like this, like everything was very stop and start, stop and start. So, like I was saying, I feel like, excuse me, you went through like this unique little starfish that might have even lost a limb, right? Starfish can regenerate their limbs. You might have lost a lot. You might have lost and been changed and been, manipulated along the way, but you've learned and you're here settling in a new place or settling in a new world. That's what it was kind of giving me. And then look, after that, it's like this unique starfish that's all alone. But then after that, it's like finding a group, finding your soul tribe, finding your group, finding your family, finding like-minded individuals that are following you, that are there for you, that are supporting you, right? Because after that, it's all like groups of like-minded thing or like things, right? In particular, you and another person, right? And it's definitely given me that. And also with this here with this surrounded by prosperity card, it's reminding me of like where it's like the turtle that carries the world on its back, that kind of motif, right? It's reminding me of that. Who is the god that's that? Is it Shaw? It's Shaw, something like that, right? The turtle that carried the worlds in its shell, or on its back of its shell, right? And it's giving me that kind of like new world, entering a new phase, entering a new world energy, right? And entering in this new world, there's all this prosperity and there's all this like-minded and there's all this. You were stagnant before, something got taken away. Maybe you got shut down a little bit because you went through some tower energy and then you got a little stagnant, okay, afterwards. And then now here comes like all these like-minded individual. Here comes all this like-minded energy, okay? For some of you, shared inspiration. Throw yourself into a new project. Be willing to let go of time constraints and rules and really be aware of whatever fulfills your heart. Yeah, again, there's this time energy where it's like you were wasting your time doing or being with whoever, whatever you were doing before, whatever it was stagnant energy and it was actually holding you back from. So if you are having a change of location, a change of career, a change of direction, there's some kind of big change that you're actually feeling quite like, which is total, like if you're changing career, you're changing location, or you've lost a job, or you lost a home, or you lost a friendship group or something like that, that can be very ungrounding. And it can feel, especially now, if you're watching this as I'm putting it up now during the holiday season, it can feel very kind of just like, what am I going to do? How am I going to pay my bill? Something like that, or like what's happening? I don't want to spend Christmas alone. Or I've just moved to a new place and I don't know anybody here, and now it's the holidays and all I want to do is be with my friends and my family that's back at my old place or my old job, or I'm really missing that partner that I just, that we just broke up. We broke up and now all these old feelings are coming back up and I'm feeling this type of way or that type of way. But there's some kind of uniqueness here where it's like you stand out above the crowd. And I'm really getting like a two or a three, like a really strong, like two or three people here that is going to be like, it's kind of like unique, like-minded individuals that you're about to have like this energy with. Again, here's that three energy. Maybe even for some of you, because I'm being really drawn to like the calf here, like the small, like the baby dolphin here. Like maybe there is some kind of energy of you finding a partner or you starting a family or something like that. I'm being reminded of like the school of fish back here in the background. You might meet this person or find them through some kind of further education or when you're taking some kind of class or doing some kind of, I'm hearing internship or orientation or something like that. Every step counts. So don't underestimate 10. You're at the end of a cycle right now. Don't underestimate whatever it is you're going through right now is a step along the journey of where you really want to get, right? So you might be in a place right now that feels like, how is going through this going to get me to my goal or going to get me to where I really actually want to be? Don't underestimate how much whatever step it is you're taking right now, whatever goals you're setting or reaching right now, whatever you're doing right now, don't underestimate, even if it feels tedious, even if it feels like, it feels like crap, like I don't want to go through this. It's leading you, like it's a step in the right direction. So have faith in that. There is an advantage in taking things slowly. Breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. Yeah, so maybe things have been going like you've like things have been going really slow, right? Maybe you've been really slow to find a new place or to find new friends or to find a new job or to, and to the point where you got to stagnancy. Then you might have gone through a tower moment here where things have just, and you're just like, oh, maybe you're just dull. You're feeling dull. You're feeling bored. You're like, oh, what else? What else is coming? Like, what next? Like, anyway, I'm done with this. And Spirit is saying that prosperity is all around you. Like it's coming in around you. Like whatever you're going through right now is actually leading to some really beautiful things. And I feel like, actually, like hindsight, obviously you're going to look back and you're going to be like, wow, what a huge transitional moment for myself. And when I was going through it, I was just like, but now when I look back, I'm like, damn, like going through that, making it through that, working my way through that, it was just a transitional period until like how beautiful my life is now. Safe and surrounded by love. Look at this. It's number 17. I saw number 17 a minute ago. Safe and surrounded by love. Keep your heart open and know you are being protected. What did I say? Right? Yeah. Yes, that motif as well. Like with that pushing you to the surface energy. What was that card? Oh, that scared me. Sorry, you guys. This is a loud noise. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but oh my god. Yes. So there might be a quick, sudden change. Something that might kind of be like, huh? Like, what's happening? What? Like, why? Oh, I just scared my dog. Now I just scared my dog. I said, what? And he was like, oh. He got up and ran away. Sorry. I'm sorry, little boy. Yeah, he's smiling. He was like, he's so cute. Um, Safe and surrounded by love. Keep your heart open and know you are being protected. Just that. Spirit saying, just know that with that pushing you to the surface, you might have felt like you were just down and out, right? You were submerged there. But there's this kind of energy here of like you being like stuck in, you're like, I'm safe where I am. I don't want to leave. What if I lose a limb like I did last time? You know, or maybe you were just feeling recovered, like you lost a limb and you've been kind of stuck in a place like recovering, getting your energy back up, opening yourself back up, right? And there's this kind of energy of like follow the bubbles up to the surface, you know, kind of like you're down but you're kind of going up, and then this one you're kind of still kind of floating there, you know, and then you're still just floating there, and then you're kind of like, look, you're like you're pointing up towards the surface, and then look, and then that energy of like breaking the surface, pushing you up above the surface because you were a little stagnant and wherever you were, and now look, now you're breaking up above the surface, right? And again, look, one, two, three, the group energy here, right? Again, with the pod, the kind of like, that's what it's giving me. Listen to what you know to be true and allow yourself to see and understand what is going on around you. Exactly. Spirit said, let yourself know what is true. I might be feeling unstable right now, but I know God, Spirit, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in, I know that I'm being protected. I know that I'm being guided through this. I know that it might make me feel unstable, but it's only because I'm being asked to drift to the next place, right? And they literally just showed me a starfish like getting like plopped off and like drifting and then like landing on like a new like cluster of coral. So that's what they just showed me in my mind's eye. It's like whoop, and they got knocked off and they're like ooh, pop, and they land like on a new surface of coral. So it's like a new home, getting a new position. Convey your meaning. Yeah, Spirit's saying that they're trying to convey your meaning, to convey their meaning to you. They're trying to help you to figure out like the deeper meaning of what's going on right now, you know. But you having that kind of like, I'm in trouble. Oh no, what do I do? It's like shutting you down to receiving those messages. Like calm at the. It's okay. Calm down. Breathe. Like you're gonna be okay. Like you're being guided, everything is going to be okay. They understand why you might feel anxious or you might feel worried. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Recover your zeal. What was I just talking about? Right? You were kind of hit off for a little bit in the coral. They were like, ooh, kind of recovering, right? In the recovery process, with Spirit saying you actually got stagnant. You thought you were being safe, but you were actually being stagnant. So they had to, and you had to, oh my God, I'm just floating out in the open ocean. And then you boop, you're like, okay, am I okay? Am I safe? I'm not sure. What is this place? I don't know where I am. You know, and that's kind of that feeling. It's like that transitional feeling of like being in a new place, being in a new world, hopping to a new timeline. Okay. Pay attention to the passion you are feeling for discovery, learning, exploration, spirituality, travel, your work, and your relationships. Passion and desire go together, especially as inspiration. So you are going to be inspired. This is like the second time they've talked about you being inspired, right? You having that inspired connection, you having that mutual beneficial connection that's actually pushing you out there into the world. Look, I wanted to read this card, and there it is at the bottom, because Spirit was like, you should read that, and I was like, well, I've already shuffled it back in, Spirit. So with this convey your meaning card, reflect on the way you communicate with others and with yourself. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart and with respect and sincerity. Come on now, right? Respect yourself, respect Spirit. Some of you might have been like, Spirit, what the hell are you doing? You know? That's okay. I get that way sometimes too. Every once in a while, I'll be like, "What is this? What this shit?" Take note. Take note. Your answers are being given to you. Quieting external voices and excessive noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. I just said that, right? Right? I just said Spirit was saying like you were being all freaked out and Spirit was trying to tell you, hey, it's okay, you're protected. And you were just like, like, what am I doing? I don't know. And Spirit's like, chill. It's okay. Calm down, right? Like, it's okay. We're guiding you to a new place. And you're like, but I don't know this place. And Spirit's like, I know, but it's a better place. Trust us. You'll find out. Let yourself get, acclimated. It's okay. Breathe. It's going to be okay. We're here for you. We got you. We got you. Yeah, Spirit's reminded me how when I first picked up this deck, Spirit was like, no, we're going to give a whole reading with just Oracle cards. And I was like, just Oracle cards, Spirit? And Spirit was like, yeah, just Oracle cards. You're fine. You're going to be fine. And I was like, I don't know. I usually like to have tarot to bring out details or to just to clarify certain things, And Spirit's like, just do it. It's okay. You got it. And I was just like, okay. And yeah, right? Like, I've really enjoyed doing this meeting with just these Oracle cards. It's been really nice. And something I've noticed too is that a lot of times when I have Oracle cards, it's like a really big spirit message. Um, and that when I do more like tarot cards, it's more like 3D, like people stuff, like stuff that's going on in the 3D. When Oracle cards really come off more as like spiritual, big main concepts for me. I don't know why I felt the need to explain that to you, but maybe it's relevant. Look, it's dancing in the rainbow again. Again, dancing in the rainbow. The rainbow at the end, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Hawaii might be significant for some of you. Break free from whatever you feel is holding you back. Express happiness. Find what you truly desire. Again, about your true desires. Expressing your true desires. I'm telling you. Whatever is happening right now. Okay. Oh my God. I don't think this has ever come out. Anyway, yeah, I don't think this card has ever come out anytime I've ever used this deck. I don't even remember ever seeing this card, but surely I have. I always look through all my decks before I use them. Anyway, again, maybe there's like this energy of getting out of your bubble. Because look, again, here's this bubble energy here. Pop, 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 and it's coming up to the surface and busting, right? Like this dolphin's like jumping up and it's, all these bubbles and it's busting and it's, and all of the water is like creating a rainbow, Yeah, that's what it's giving me. And it's giving me this energy that you're gonna feel so free. Look, this little dolphin's eyes are like closed and it's just like, like jumping up. Whee! It's jumping up and there's a rainbow and it's so pretty and you're just kind of like, I feel so free. I'm so happy I did this. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I had to go through whatever it was I had to go through. But, what I had to go through, it felt like crap while I was going through it. But now at the end of it, like it's totally worth it. Like I'm totally here, feeling freer, feeling so happy. So that's what it's really given me. It's given me, you were kind of ducked off, you were kind of scared about pushing yourself out there. Then Spirit's saying, hey, we're here for you. Your spirit guides are here for you. Your friends are here for you. Your family's here for you. Don't forget, you have resources around you that can help drive you forward, right? There's prosperity all around you, okay? So don't be scared to be yourself. Don't be scared to see the things about yourself and know that there are people that they're, you're going to sell. There's something about selling yourself or selling your goals or selling a project or something like that, selling a product, something. And Spirit's like, hey, like you have this uniqueness in you, and you have this understanding that there's miracles occurring around you, right? That you're safe, that you're protected, you're safe and surrounded by love, right? Because 44 immediately followed by this safe and protected by love, right? Your prosperity is protected, right? You're so unique and you're special. Let your personality shine through. I didn't even notice here that coming out to clarify this 33 was a 44, right? This let your personality shine is talking here about how you're unique and different, and that which makes you unique and different isn't something that holds you back. It's something that sets you apart from the crowd. It's something that really is going to burst through the surface. So something that you're doing here is really going to bring a unique side of your personality that perhaps maybe you didn't realize was there, or you haven't really felt in a while, you know? So it's kind of this energy of feeling like, oh, I don't know if I can, should I? And then you're just like busting out, and everybody's like, wow, you're so talented, or you're doing such a great job. Like, we're so happy to have you. And you're like, oh, okay, nice. I'm safe and I'm protected. It's guiding me through where I need to go for. And when I feel like, wow, I am safe, I'm guided, I'm protected, like I really am being guided. I feel like there's gonna be this renewal of you feeling like I was just stumbling around and I didn't know, and spirit kept telling me to trust, and things would make sense, and I was scared to push myself. But then once I did push myself, once I did take that leap of faith, once I did take that, wow, it's a whole passionate brand new beginning. I have all this, like, wow, I'm jumping up, and I'm going, and I'm feeling safe, and I'm surrounded by all this love, that I'm listening to my inner self, that I'm recovering, that I'm listening to my body, and I'm listening to my emotions, and I'm listening to the people and my friends around me and my desires, and it's pushing me forward, and I feel so high. And now, yay, dancing in the rainbow. I'm so proud of myself for taking that next step, because I'm so satisfied where I'm ending up. Like, this journey is feeling so good. So it's kind of like, once you push yourself, once you take that leap, that tower happens and you're like, go, and spirit's like, go, and you're like, ah, you're going to be like, wow, this coral reef is so much better than my last coral reef. At my last coral reef, there was all this issues and all of this, and things were trying to eat me and pick away at me. But now in this new coral reef, I'm flourishing, and I'm surrounded by other starfish, and it's amazing. I feel just so nice, but there's plenty to go around, and everybody's doing well. I feel so much better. Number 3, in the light of the moon is the overall energy on the back of the deck. A full moon can shine light on what you have been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. Come on now. You were shining yourself down. Whatever you were doing, whatever relationship, whatever friendship group, whatever place, location, career, job, whatever it was, you weren't being utilized, right? Your talents, your gifts, they weren't being utilized in the right way. And you might have felt like they were, but in this new place, you're going to be like, I had no idea what I was talking about over there. I thought I was going to hate moving to this new place, or I thought I was going to hate getting this new job, but I got it, and it's amazing. I feel so good. I'm learning so many new talents, and I feel so inspired, and I'm meeting all these new people, or I'm doing all these new things, and and everybody's like, wow, you have a natural talent doing this. This is amazing. And you're just like, ah, right? That's beautiful, you guys. I'm so happy for you. Oh, yay. Okay. What is it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, empower yourself. Yes. Look at you again. More motifs of you breaking the surface, right? You breaking the surface, of you jumping up, of you feeling that energy, right? Again, and then here too, when you're breaking the surface here, right? Finding clarity, breaking the surface. For some of you, maybe you felt lost and drowning in your emotions, and you've actually reached out and you've realized that, oh, I have friends and family that really love me, and they're really going to stand up for me, and they're really going to take care of me, and they really appreciate me for who I am. And even though sometimes I'm maybe not the easiest person with this jellyfish, I'm not the easiest, and I'm kind of a little spicy every once in a while, but people still really love that about me. People really still love me, and I'm unique and I'm different, and wow, you know? For some of you, this could even be like, I feel like you could be coming into some type of relationship where you're like, oh, I don't like this about myself. And this person's like, I love that about you. And you're like, really? But not in a toxic way, or not in a like, oh, it's my toxic trait. And they're like, I love your toxic trait. Not like that. But it's something that you have an insecurity about that you're just like, oh, I don't know about this. And this person is like, are you joking? Like, that's the best thing about you. Like, how do you not see that? Like, what do you mean? Like, you're so talented at this. And you're like, really? And they're like, yeah. Like, look around. Like, all of us can see it. Can't you? You know? Um, Again, look. One, two, three. One, two, three. So there's like this one, two, three vibes going around here. Empower yourself. Tune into your personal power. You are more than able to handle the situation facing you. Come on now. Allow yourself to be strong, allow yourself to be the strong and beautiful person you are capable of being. Let them know, spirit. Let them know, spirit. Come on now. Come on now. Empower yourself. Come on, boo. Come on through with it. Oh, love where you are. Spirit says they understand that it could be really hard. They could feel like clammy. They could feel like, but you're going to look, like I said earlier, you're going to look back at this transitional moment and be like, wow, like it was hard to go through this, but it was the beginning of this wonderful energy for me. And I'm so grateful that I experienced it. I'm so grateful, even though it might have been uncomfortable, I'm so grateful that I went through this transitional energy because holy crap. This is going to be so incredible for you guys. I'm so psyched. Holy crap. Look, there is, and then I have to total submersion, right? There's this feeling of going, breaking the surface, coming back up, coming back down, like coming back into, there's like this cyclical, breaking the surface, getting your clarity, coming and going back into it. There's this kind of, I have this renewed, yeah, it's like coming up for air. It's like breaking the surface, coming up for air, seeing like I am that dude, I am that chick, I am that bitch. Like I got what I need. Oh yeah. It's kind of this replenishment, like like and then I can go back into it. It's this very like replenishment energy. Yeah, it is giving me very much like temperance energy, like like replenishment along the way, balancing. Like you break the surface, and then you can breathe a little bit. You can look around. Where am I? Okay, I got my direction. I got my heading. I got my breath. I feel safe and protected. I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, let's do this. And that's kind of the feeling that it's giving me. Don't be afraid to totally immerse yourself in a project, interest, or goal. Give it 100% of your energy, and you may find that what your life has been lacking. Come on now, right? So it's kind of like breaking the surface to get your heading, to get your direction, to get where you're supposed to be going. Yeah, every step counts. 10. This transition, even though it might feel uncomfortable, even though you might be like, I hate this. I hate the floating until right? Because yeah, think about being that starfish that's like, okay, and you throw yourself off of your coral, your little coral patch, and then there's this other coral patch over here, and you're just like floating around, like however whatever kind of like wiggly motion that starfish use to get themselves through the water, right? Whatever propulsion technique they have, and you're like, oh, gotta get over there, gotta get over there. Oh my gosh, something could just come through and swoop me up or take a bite of me, and and then you land, and you're like, okay, okay, assess the danger. Where am I? Where am I? Am I okay? This is something new. I've never had this before. Maybe even like, oh yeah, so Spirit's even kind of going into like maybe even some of you might have been dealing with some kind of ascension symptoms, or you might have even been dealing with like some kind of sickness or something like that. Is because your body is manifesting some kind of physical representation of like you acclimating to this new world or this new timeline or this new thing that you're in. It's kind of reminding me of like when you go to a new place and you have to like be sick, you're like sick for a little bit because your body is getting used to the different types of germs or bacteria that's in a new place, or the new types of like it's like your gut biome had to readjust to eating the new types of like amoebas and like stuff that's like, why am I not, that is not coming to mind to me right now. But it's like when you go and you travel somewhere and your stomach gets upset because it's not used to eating that types of food, or it's just not used to processing, like your yeah. But it's kind of giving me that, where you might have even felt like that for a little bit because you were just like, oh, I'm sick, or I don't feel good, and this new place sucks because as soon as I got here I got sick and I didn't feel good and I don't have any friends, there's nobody around, and this sucks, spirit. I don't like this new place, or I don't like this new home, or I don't like I'm having the hardest time like acclimating here. And spirit's like, just give it time, just give it time. And you're like, F that. I feel like F, I feel like F. I feel like, Dookie. I don't like this. And spirit's like, it's okay. You'll acclimate. You'll get there. It just feels uncomfortable for a little bit, right? And then drifting through the openness felt uncomfortable when you were in that just darkness of coming in, transitional energy, right? And spirit is saying, hey, you remember you've been here before. Remember before when you were at your old coral reef and you realized that that old coral reef was diseased, or it was dying, or it had some kind of predator in it, and you were like, I gotta get out of here. That felt uncomfortable, didn't it? Didn't it feel uncomfortable finding out that you really didn't just vibe with the place or the people or whatever it was before? The tower had to fall, and then spirit's like, I get it, right? You had to go through an awakening process. You had to go through understanding that you were in an unsafe environment and you needed to leave. Then you actually had to save up the money, or you had to leave, or whatever it was, and it felt very transitional, and you were floating there for a little bit, and then you finally landed, and landing was uncomfortable and being there was uncomfortable. And then as soon as you got there, you got sick, or you had to get used to it, or you were trying to make your way around, and everybody's like, hey, this is my side of the reef, get over here, get out of here. And you're like, oh, I just gotta find a safe place. I gotta find a good little place to settle down in. For my little star self to just settle down in. Even for some of you, this metaphor of star energy could be like starseed energy. For some of you, light worker energy. You're like, I'm suffering. I'm trying to find my place here in this world. I'm really trying to settle into this new place, and it's kind of hard. But something is happening here where you are going to find your empowerment because you've shifted timelines. You've shifted timelines from a place where you don't feel settled here to a place where you're about to, for things are really about to start to feel like really like home, right? Things are about to, so if you did, move to a new place, you're going to find that chain restaurant that you and your mom always used to go to and that made you feel like safe at home. You're going to go there and you're going to have that meal, and you're going to be like, oh, this reminds me of home. This is wonderful. Or you're going to find those people. You're going to find that book club. Or you're going to find those group of people. It's like, oh, well, I was in a Rotary club. I don't know. I was in a book club, or I was into this, or I was in like an adult sports league at the old place where I was. And I talked to my coach, and they said that you guys have a league out here that's similar. And, they put me in contact with you. And so I'm just trying to reach out. I'm trying to make friends. I'm trying to, I'm in a new place. I'm trying to do this. And they're like, yeah, come on over. And you're like, this feels like home. This feels familiar. This feels like, I feel a little bit more settled. I don't feel so like alien. I don't feel so different. Something feels very comfortable here, and it's more settling. Spirit's sending you something that's going to make you feel more settled, and it's going to be mutually beneficial. So, oh my goodness gracious. Persistent drive. Yes. Shared inspiration came out again. Gliding through the currents is here, as well as breaking through to new dimensions. Come on now. Come through and look at you, right? Being pushed up to the surface and breaking through. Yes, this is like the entering, right? Because that's what this was, right? It had a picture of like the adult whale and the calf like being, and the mother whale was pushing as the baby got born, right? She used her nose to like push the baby up to the surface because it was uncomfortable, right? You were born into this new world, and you need that fresh, that first breath of air in this new place, in this new body, and you got guided up to the surface. You broke the surface. You're like, okay, and it's like, Mazel tov, you're here. you know, and you're breaking through. Spirit's like, I understand it can be uncomfortable because you're breaking through to new dimensions. You're breaking through to new timelines. You know, things are going to change and things are going to shift in your life. A new endeavor is on the horizon. Innovative energy wants to burst forth into your consciousness. Ooh. Love that. Oh, yeah. Again, shared inspiration. I feel like somebody's going through the same thing right now, and you and somebody's like goals and your where you are right now is about to pop. Is about to line up together. Throw yourself again on this one. Throw yourself into a new project. Be willing to let go of time constraints and rules and be ready to be aware of whatever fulfills your heart. Come on now, listen to your heart. It's a lot of purple energy here. You're going to be getting a lot of downloads, a lot of like maybe even a lot of dreams, just a lot, however it is, like prayers or however it is that your spirit guides talk to you, signs and symbols and prayers or whatever it is, downloads, whatever you call them, like that's going to be coming through like pop, 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 pop. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh. And they're going to be like, you should go here and you should buy, you know, like, well, you know what would make you feel more comfortable here if you went to this place and doesn't that feel better? You're like, yeah, it does. Well, you should join that group because that'll make you feel better. And you're like, okay. And they're like, look, here's a new house for you to. And you're like, oh yeah. And they're like, look, we found a car for you to be. And like, oh yeah, nice. So you're going to be settling in. They're using like a lot of metaphors of like moving to a new place, right? Moving to a new place because you have moved, you have jumped timelines, you have jumped. For some of you, you've actually literally changed. Ooh, almost said countries. Yeah, for some of you, maybe you have. Maybe you've gone to a completely different country and you're like, where's my home? The people here don't speak my language. Everything's different here. The culture is different here. You know, the time of day is different here. I'm jet lagged. Everything's like different. I don't what I feel uncomfortable. I mean, it's a beautiful new experience, but also my body's like, like ooh, 11 persistent drive. See See what you desire and move towards that goal. It is time to zero in on your purpose. Use your intuitive and instinct you use your intuition and instincts to guide you for the optimal outcome. Exactly. So you are being guided, right? You're being guided and then once you're shown, like once you come, you're like, "Okay, I'm safe. I get it. There's my direction. There's my point. I feel safe and guided now, so I can, right? You might have been very much so in this position of kind of like very feminine energy of like drawing things in. Here it is, and when it comes to you and it's like, hey, here I am. This is what you do. This is where you go. You're like, drive, switch into your masculine energy and say, yep, that's it. Go. Yep, that's the project. Yep, that's the person. Yep, that's the thing. Goal. There's my goal. There's where I'm going. Boom. Let's go. Right? Because again, they're showing me that you've been that starfish just adrift and now you've landed. Now you're getting a little bit more acclimated. Now you're about to get your feet on, you're about to get your feet wet. You're about to really dive in. You're about to get used to it. You're exploring the coral reef now. Then you're getting that drive. And then once you get that, like, wow, here's where food is. Here's the safe space. Here's my cave. Here's my little thing. Like, yes, look, here are other starfish here. Like, oh wow, And then it's like, okay, now I know what to do. Let's go. Sorry if that was loud. If you guys, now I know what to do. Let's go. And Spirit's saying, oh, you guys, look. Oh, that's so cute. It's number 49. Be insightful and established. Oh, and look, it's about to be 49 minutes on the clock. Too long. But ground and rebalance your energy. Bring your awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or the future. Come on now. Come on now. Synchronicities of this, of like 49 coming out, like right as 49 was coming out. Come on now. Because that's where you're going. I told you that, right? You're going to find that new coral reef where you're going to sit there. You're going to be like, look at all these other anemones. Look at all this anemone. Those aren't. Anyway. Those aren't anemones, but anyway. Uh, Spirit saying, hey, Ground into this new energy, ground into this new place. It's safe, you're guided, you're protected, you were guided to be here. Because many of you thought when you were drifting, you were like, fuck, I've made a mistake. I need to go back. And Spirit's like, there is no going back. And you're like, damn, I've really made a mistake. And Spirit's like, no, you haven't. You know, you're just in a transitional energy right now. But, you know, again, look, because I'm being pointed, look, you see how there's like all these little, I don't know what those are right there. Those little like green things right there. Look. So you're grounding into this new place and you're like, oh, wait, look. There's those little green things again. You're like, oh, wait, look. Remember how I was talking about how you'll find little bits of home, or you'll find little things that make you feel like, you know, feel like you're at home, make you feel like, oh, I know this place. I'm not as lost as I thought I was. You know, you're going to find those things that make you feel home. You're going to find those places, you know, and you're going to look how abundant and just like there's so much yellow energy here in this card. And it's just giving me like you feeling like mad happy and just like you're just like, oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so regulated. I'm feeling so much better. I'm feeling like my old self, like, but like a new, like an even better, newer, like shiny new version of myself because I know what to do and I know where to go. Right? Beautiful. Beautiful. And Spirit saying, now you get it. Now you get it because the Spirit just won't stop because now you're blending into the environment. Now you're learning like, oh, this is how I do it. This is how I get there. This is how, you know, it just was there was just this transitional moment of you, dang it, of you really learning what to do and where to go and how to get there. And it's okay. You know, the Spirit doesn't expect you to be perfect, right? But it's important to be honest with yourself about, you know, be honest with yourself about that. You're not perfect. It's okay. Spirit's not expecting you to be that way. Yeah, you were going through this huge separation from this past cycle, from this past life, from your past self, from your past people, and you know it was a big transition. And Spirit says they get that. That's okay. Hey, baby, have unconditional love for yourself all along the way. You know, even if you feel like you're dragging bottom, okay, like have unconditional love for yourself and know what you're doing, know where you're going. Spirit says we get it. You went through those towers. You know, we understand. We know. It's okay. You did beautifully. Spirit's like, you did beautifully. It's okay. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for any perceived mistakes or anything that you think wasn't supposed to go that way, but it went that way. And Spirit's saying, hey, it's all a transition. It's all a part of it. Forgive other people. Forgive yourself. You're going through a Kundalini awakening. That's what that Ace of Wands, like new passionate energy is. Oh yeah, buddy. Magician, you are connected. You manifest the reality. You've manifested this reality here. Okay? That's what's happening here. You're manifested your desired reality. And you might have been like, what the F is this? when you first manifest, when you first, you know, popped into that reality. But Spirit is saying, hey, divine protection. You are being protected. You know? You might have thought like, oh, well, as soon as I pop into this reality, like everything's just going to line up for me. My career, my job, you know, my husband's going to walk up to me and put, you know, and say, I want to marry you, the most perfect person in the world. And here's all this money and here's your career and here's the perfect body and everything's great, you know, and you were like, yeah, that's going to happen. Release the past. Release what you thought it was going to be in the past. Stay in your present moment. Do not allow the circumstances of, you know, well, I was in the past, I didn't think it was going to be this way. Don't let your past, you know, I'm going to quote Kafia, you know, if you've got one foot in the past and you've got one foot in the future, you're pissing on the present. Come on now. 5353. You're letting go of what's in the now right now by saying, oh, well, I wish I was further along and I was where I envisioned myself being in the future. Or, you know, oh, but I feel so drawn back to, but what about the past? What about what happened? Forgive what happened in the past. Forgive your choices. Forgive other people's choices. Again, you are being protected because whatever this is sending you on a journey to become, you know, to really get into this Kundalini awakening. It's a big part of your journey, and Spirit saying, hey, it's okay. You might have run away from it from a little while. You might have been like, oh snap, I'm not ready for this. Yoink, can I just go back to that old coral? And Spirit was like, no, 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 no. But you might have even like landed in this new place and you were like, what the F? No. And you try to throw yourself back out there, but then the current came in and plop, plopped you right back onto that coral, and you were like, ooh, I don't want to be here. And Spirit is saying, baby, this is all a part of your healing journey. It's all part of where you're going, of what you're going to be. It's okay. We're teaching you how to master this new dimension, this new higher dimension. So again, full moon energy, release the past, release this past old cycle, meditate your way through it, baby, because what did I tell you? You are going to be finding your soul tribe in this new beginning. And it might not feel like it. It might be taking longer than you thought, but you have this family coming in, you have this kinship coming in, you have this vibe that you have been missing, that you have been wanting, okay? Be honest with yourself about who you are and what you want. And once you figure that out, follow those desires and heal yourself. Okay? And along that healing journey, I'm telling you, when you're walking around being like, I'm gonna go to this place because I'm gonna find a member of my soul tribe. I'm gonna go to this place because I'm gonna find my husband. I'm gonna travel here because I'm gonna find my partner. But you don't. Because if you're going there with that expectation, you're missing discovering what you're supposed to be just naturally discovering along the way. If you're going to some place but you're going there with some kind of ulterior motive, like, you're not allowing yourself to just, because you're like, I need to look for this, I need to look for that, but you're not noticing how the breeze is blowing, or you're not noticing that, oh, what's that over there? Let me go to this temple, or let me go do this thing, or let me go do that thing. It's beautiful, it's high vibrational, and you'd be so focused on the fact that, why didn't this come? Why didn't this happen? Why didn't that happen? That you're not even going to notice all the wonderful, beautiful, transitional, growth and experience that you did have, right? Because you're just like, it's not where I want to be, or it's not what I thought it was going to be. No, it might not be, but it's exactly what you need. You can't always get what you want, but baby, if you try, you're going to find exactly what you need, okay? If you just kind of let go and let God, let Spirit, let the universe show you the beauty of what's around you and what you're experiencing right now, you're going to get what you need. Okay. I absolutely loved this reading, you guys. This was such good energy. Thank you for sharing it with me. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for your kindness, for your likes, thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. I love you guys. Thank you. Okay? Thank you to your spirit guides for guiding you here. I hope this really gave you the love, light, or clarity that you were looking for. I just can't get over how much I love this reading. It was so good. It was so synchronistic. I loved it. I really love. Oh, this it's always listed if you're ever interested in what cards I use. They're always listed all the way in the bottom of my description box of every single video, you guys. But also, like, this is the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle. Somebody was asking what it is. Okay, Hartfield. Yeah, Hartfield. Angela Hartfield is the author of this oracle. Whispers of the Ocean. I'm not often guided to use this, but I swear every time I do, though, it hits. It hits, and it's so synchronistic, and I love it. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you to your spirit guides, like I said before, for guiding you here to get this information. Thank you to my spirit guides for helping me to deliver this information, as well as keeping me safe while I did so. I really appreciate you guys for being here. If you are interested in getting a personal reading from me, my contact information is down below. If for some reason this energy did not resonate with you, but you are still here, I'm going to put the energy out there that it's totally fine. I totally understand. Not every reading is for everybody. Not every reader is for everybody. I'm not going to be for everybody, and that's okay, right? Don't let it take away from you. Don't feel like you need to argue with other people or with me in the comment section. It's good. Just move on about your day. It's okay. I don't have to be for you. That's all right. Really appreciate you being here. Sorry it wasn't what you needed. Maybe check out another reader or check out another reading. I really appreciate you guys, okay? As always, this reading lifted my spirits a lot. Not that I was necessarily like really down, but I really enjoyed this. Thank you guys so very much again, and I will see you lovelies in the next one, okay? Bye.